All right, this is probably the fifth video I'm going to be doing on this balcony here, but I'm taking the opportunity while I have time and while it's raining outside. We can't do anything in Boca Raton anyway, except for sitting here. So let's go about how my wife was recently able to time the market and made a good 5 to 10% growth in a matter of a few months. Now, obviously, I'm kidding because, as you know, as you can tell from any other one of my videos, we don't time the market. You know, we try to spend time in the market. So time in the market always beats timing the market, right? As the saying goes. And we are big, huge advocates of that. However, my wife's been retired since her 41st birthday, and we are 50. So for the last 9 years, she's had her 401k. She's left it there with her former employer. And recently, she thought about the lack of investing options within that fund. And she was like, you know what, let me take it out and move it all into Schwab, or I think she went to Schwab. I don't even know. That's her money. You know, we don't really keep track of each other's monies, and you know, your 401k is yours, my 401k is mine. Anyway, I mean, everything's shared, obviously, but we don't really keep track of each other's investments, etc. But she took it out late last year and was able to deploy at least half of it right away after the market tanked. And she was hanging on to the rest of it, hoping to buy each time it dipped. And you know what? Thankfully, she deployed most of it, half of it right away, because it didn't dip anymore after that. You know, if it did dip, it dipped for a day and then went right back up. So trying to time the market once again does not work. And she got really lucky with the first 50% of her investment by rolling it over and buying something right away, right after the market took a nice, like almost a 10% dive. But her more recent, the other 50% of her 401k, her more recent purchases were as the things were going up. So while she did not lose any money, she would have made a lot more money had she just dropped the entire amount right away and bought the new investments right after she got her money. Anyway, so that's the lesson here. Time in the market beats timing the market any day, okay? And as you can tell, today's July 14. You know, we're at an all-time high yet again in the market. Despite everything that's happened, despite what you think of one president or another. You know, that's another video that I'm gonna do. You know what, let's cut this. I'll talk about it in the next video. Talk to you in the next one, bye.